this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. I only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerked better when her heart breaks.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Score Cowboys 7, Commanders 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Howell trying to pick it up on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. You look at this Cowboy defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, Howell to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Howell down to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And with his size coming out of the backfield, Usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25, here's second down at 7. Here's Howell. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be running yet?
Touchdown, Washington. Shi Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Scott. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, it's Stevenson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Powell. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And Lance now to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That goes for a gain of 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Now Vaughn, toss left side. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. That is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Vaughn is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Cowboys 14, Commanders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Howe will throw it. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Howe trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Back to throw. Howell looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Sly able to put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's Vaughn. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And just shutting him off there. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one? Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second down. Howell now. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
3rd and 3. Howell from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Logan Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9. A give for Stevenson, running right. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Howell changing the play here. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They run it with Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Stevenson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Shi Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And the Cowboy first down.
Throwing now is Lance. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commander's 17-yard line.
Here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Lance looking to change it up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to his running back, Vaughn. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Lance again. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happened...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
He'll air this one out for Mims. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
On the draw is Stevenson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Powell down to throw it. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Powell toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Lance going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field. That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Lance back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time Cook fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
50-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final try now for Lance. This ball intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Commanders, they earned just their 2nd victory on the year to finish a woeful 2.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision from sacrilegious. And feel my ratchets. You have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights of going